Hello, girls and boys. It is Mr. McAndrew, the math coach. Very excited to be with you. So the other day we worked on this Wednesday word problem with the birds in the tree, and I wanted to review it just in case you had any questions, and just show some different ways that you might solve a problem, right? Many ways to solve the same problem. So in this case, if you remember, we had 6 birds in a tree and 3 more birds flew onto the tree. So there were 6, and then came 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So right there with your fingers, that's actually one way to solve it, is using your fingers, right? Say, oh, all right, so there were 6 birds. Let's see, let's do it this way. There were 6 birds. 1, 2, 3 came. Now I have 9. Now, don't do this forever. It'll drive you and your parents and teachers crazy. But if you need to start off this way, that's okay, right? And then eventually we want to just be able to be like, 6 and 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 and 3 is 9. Okay? All right, but there's other ways that we could solve this problem. You could use a rec and rec, right? Put them on the right. And then you could say, okay, actually let's get a blank piece of paper. A little bit easier to show this. Be like, all right, I'm gonna add. There's 6 birds. I'm gonna add 3 more. 7, 8, 9, and there it is. You have 9. Okay, so you start with 6 and you add 3. Or you could use your counters. You could say there's 6 birds. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there were 3 more that came. I'm going to do it in a different color. It just helps me see the 2 different numbers. So we have 6 and 3 makes 9. So we know that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? Another way you could have done it is with, now you all have this, you should have this with you. You could put your 10 frame in your dry erase sleeve, right? You could do that. You don't even have to put it in your dry erase sleeve, but you could if you wanted to draw, right? If you want to draw on it, you could put like, all right, so this is, let's see, how do you do? 1 bird, 2 birds, 3 birds, 4 birds, 5 birds, 6 birds, and then we add 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and we end up with 9. Or if you prefer not to draw, you could put your cubes right on there and put, okay, this represents 6 birds. All right, this represents 6 birds right there. And then I'm going to switch colors to show the 3, just like I did with the counters. 1, 2, 3. Every time I get, what do I get? I get 9. I get 9 every single time. You could also, right, look on your, you could think of a number path. You could draw a number path. You might have one at home. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. But if you have a number path, or you could draw one, if you're at 6, then you just go 1, 2, 3, and you end up at 9. Here's your 10 frame. Maybe did anybody draw a picture, right? Did you draw a picture? So when we left off, we were trying to decide, are we going to add or subtract? I hope you all decided to add, right? You could draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 birds, and then 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And then you would end up with 9 again. So there's so many ways to solve this problem. The next problem was there were 6 birds and 3 of them flew away. So in that case, we are going to subtract. Okay, and we drew 6 birds. So if you drew it, you could just cross out 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And you're left with 3 birds, right? Or you could show 6 birds with your counters. 1, 2, 3. I like to make them all the same color. Right? You could show 6 birds, and then you could take away 3. 1, 2, 3. Or instead of taking them away, just flip them over like this. Okay, I'm not trying to, don't get overwhelmed by this. if there's a way that, if there's a tool that you like, counters, cubes, number path, Reckon Rec, and you like it and it's working for you, then please do it. I'm just trying to give you options for things that you can do to solve problems. Okay, so let's look at today's problem. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to say something that should be obvious, but I'm going to say it anyways. The only way you can figure out whether or not you should add or subtract, and when you get older, you could also multiply or divide, but right now we're just adding and subtracting, is you have to read and think about the problem. Like, what's actually happening? Are things coming together? Are they coming apart? Are we losing things? Are we adding things? What's happening? If you just start adding or subtracting, who knows what's happening, right? You're not really paying attention to the problem. So let's pay attention to the problem. The problem is, here, let me get my paper to make it a little bit more easy to see. Cover that up. Says Katie, we don't know who Katie is, but that's all right, has 10 jelly beans. Why does she have 10 jelly beans? We don't know. We don't really care, but she does have 10 jelly beans. She dropped 4 of them. 4. She dropped 4. She must be very clumsy, this Katie. How many jelly beans does she have now? Well, not as many as she used to. So in this situation, we start with 10 and we lose 4. So therefore, are we going to add or subtract? Sounds like we're going to... You say it. You do it. All right. So in this case, boys and girls, we're either going to do 10 plus 4 or 10 minus 4. You have to decide. I think we pretty much just told you what that's going to be. All right. The next one is similar, but a little bit different. Katie ate 7 jelly beans. Then she ate 5 more. Okay, so first, Katie ate 7 jelly beans. Then she ate 5 more. How many jelly beans did she eat? So you're either going to be doing, 7 minus 5 or possibly 7 plus 5. Okay, to figure that out. So, as usual, all you need is a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil. Okay, you have the 2 problems. If you need to pause the video, this is the first problem. Okay, and when you solve it, I want you to either draw a picture or write down what math tool you used. So maybe you're going to write down 10 frame and counters. Okay, so maybe you would write that down. So you're keeping a record of what it is that you've been doing to solve these. Okay, and maybe for this one you decided to draw a picture, and then so you just draw the picture. Or maybe you decided to use the Reckon Rec, so you write down Reckon Rec. If you're not sure how to spell those, I have them in the Google Slides. All right, so you've got 2 word problems to solve. All right, this is the first one. If you need to pause the video to look at it. And here is, where'd my second one go? Here is the second one, if you need to pause the video to look at that. Okay, and I've read them to you, so you have them read. This one again is that she ate 7 jelly beans and then she ate 5 more. How many jelly beans did she eat? Okay, so this is number 2. This is the second one. All right, boys and girls, good luck. Have a good time, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.